WLYR 93.0 is the station, that's what's up. Samurai Panda Sports is the show, and we about to cut it up now. Well. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. It's week 16. Let's just get right to it, shall we? Bengals. Suck it! Well, I think the Bengals are finished. Not because of quality of play, because they were playing well, and they just needed every game. The issue is that they're winless in the division, and they are terrible in the conference. Now they have a very slim chance of getting in. I don't think Jake Browning sucks or anything. I think they just ran into a team with a large chip on their shoulder and a lot to prove. Which leads me to Steelers. Yes! That was by far the best game we've had in years. Seriously, years. Who knew that Mason Rudolph was the answer the whole time? Now, we didn't break the 400 yards mark, but we were very close. But the main important thing is we looked like the Pittsburgh Steelers. George Pickens had a field day, and it's about freaking time. Now, do I think we should be in the playoffs? I need a repeat of this, and then maybe we can have a conversation. Bills, why was this so close? Where the hell was James Cook, especially in the passing game? Now, this should have been a blowout based on the previous performance, but the defense held strong at the end. However, you can't play like this in the playoff. Wait, they're the 6th seed? They're in right now?
Oh, shit.
Chargers.
So close.
Well, this looks like a different team. Maybe Staley was worse than we knew. Can you imagine if Herbert played this game? Like, they almost won with Easton Stick and looked more competitive than they had for most of the season. But it makes me wonder, though. Did Kellen Moore not want the interim job? I feel like that's a key question. GG's, though. Good game. Seahawks. So, do you guys get a kick out of giving your fans heart attacks every week?
It was a living hell. God damn it.
It was a hell of a rally, don't get me wrong. Defense locked down when they needed to, and Geno, that was a hell of a drive at the end by Geno. Geno was dotting them up like he was typing a long ass mess. Seahawks, you keep your hopes alive for the playoffs, and now they're sitting at the 7th seed. However, you better bring your A game next week though, that's all I'm saying. Titans.
You blew it!
All I'm gonna say is that there may be a lot of changes coming this offseason. Just watch out for that. Colts. I'm only mad because they had a part in ruining my parlay. But seriously, what in the flying fuck happened out there? The offense just died, and the defense just looked outmatched. No turnovers when they were averaging almost 2 a game the past several weeks. This really hurt their playoff hopes, but they're clinging on to the 7th seed. Now they gotta get right and win the next 2 in order to stay there. But the good thing is that the division is still in place somehow. There's that. But because you messed up my parlay.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Falcons. So Arthur Smith does have a brain that actually works. You see what happens when you use the talent at your possession? Do you understand how many coaches would love to have your offense? Also, props to the defense. Like, the defense did their job, for sure. Now, the Falcons need a lot of help to make it in, and with the Bucks continuing to win, the division looks pretty out of reach, so they gotta hope somebody collapses in these last 2 games. Hell of a win, although it might be too little too late. Browns.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Are they seriously gonna do this? Are they gonna make a run? Joe Flacco is killing it, and the defense locked down as well, but what else do you expect at this point? But one more thing. Amari Cooper.
That boy is good.
265 yards.
Damn!
He had a field day. Broke the franchise record for receiving yards in a single game. But I must say this. Although Flacco is playing out of his mind right now, they really got to get back to the running game. They can't rely on Flacco to throw 40 plus times a game. He's thrown 5 picks in the past 2 games. Let's be real here. They might want to add a little bit more in the run game, or else they might die by the Flacco sword that they wield. But as a Steelers fan, Texans, yeah, they miss CJ bad. But I think injuries as a whole just kind of caught up to this team. They look like they got punked out there though. That's the surprising part. Now, unfortunately, Case Keenum could not channel his 2017 magic. Davis Mills couldn't see the team to victory. He didn't play head and shoulders above the competition.
Ha ha, very funny, motherfucker.
Nah, but seriously, this loss hurts them, but somehow they are still in the mix for the division, so there's that. They need CJ in the worst way though. Packers. Okay, offense, you're good. I'm not even gonna worry about the offense right now. Defense.
Get shit on! Get shit on!
Joe Barry.
Get shit on! Your ass! Your ass!
you almost let the Carolina Panthers come back on you. This Panthers team, after your offense puts up 30 plus points, the Packers seriously got to address this, or else they're going to waste any potential Jordan Love could reach. You gave up 30 points to the Panthers, over 300 yards for Bryce Young. Joe Barry has to go.
Get out! Get out! Get the hell out of here!
He has to go. Panthers. Now this, by far the best game of the season. Bryce looked pretty damn good out there. But then again, who doesn't look good against Joe Barry's defense? The offense as a whole looked good. But it makes you wonder though, if they could do this, what was the issue before? Commanders. Another team ruined my parlay. What the hell happened to Sam Howell? Is he traumatized from all the sacks?
What?
Pause. But seriously, he has looked terrible the past couple weeks. And the defense. Ron, do you like spotting teams at least 20 points in the first half? You're a defensive coach. Why in the flying fuck can't you play defense? He has to be gone, like right after the season, right?
Get out! Get out! Get the hell out of here!
Seriously, Jets. So Hackett can call an offense, and he does know how to run the ball. I guess he just doesn't like Zach Wilson. Breece Hall had a field day out there. He had almost 200 yards of offense by himself, and the defense had Sam Howell shook all day. Now they almost lost the game thanks to Jacoby Brissett, but they were up 27 heading into the third quarter. I would have got caught slipping too. Now, before the game, it was reported that the Jets aren't firing anybody, but why is Hackett not on the chopping block? He hasn't proven anything at all this whole season. Moving on. Lions. Congrats, Lions. First division title since '93. Wow. Now, what you do with this title matters, but let's be real. That pass defense is kind of suspect. I mean, you let Nick Mullins throw for over 400 yards. And I know, but they also had 4 picks. He threw 4 picks. That's because it was Nick Mullins, okay? The Lions are now about to go to a pissed off Dallas team right now. So they're going to need to limit those passing yards and turn up the pressure. But that was a really good win. Congratulations on the division title. Congrats. Vikings. I mean, what can you say? What happened to the run game? Only 10 rushing attempts for 16 yards?
Unacceptable!
And Nick Mullins just couldn't figure out which team he was playing for. Like, he threw for over 400 yards and 2 touchdowns, but then he threw 4 picks and got sacked 4 times. He fumbled twice, but luckily the offense recovered him. But what the hell? And then the defense just couldn't stop anything the Lions threw at him. This was one of those wins you had to win against the Lions, because you face them again in a couple weeks. But this one was at home. Now you gotta go on the road and try to beat them. Now the Vikings aren't out of it yet, but they're gonna need to pull it together and pull it together fast. They're sitting at the 8th seed, so they gotta make up some ground and hope some other teams fall. It's gonna be tough though. Jaguars. Okay, there is way too much talent on this team to look the way that they do right now. They did not look like a team that was trying to win the division. They look like a team that was last in the division and playing for a high draft pick. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was throwing ducks all over the place and just could not take care of the ball to save his life. He had 3 turnovers by himself. The team as a whole had 5. And then he injures his shoulder, which leads me to this. Where is the run game? ETN only had 6 carries for 12 yards?
Unacceptable!
This is why no one can take the Jaguars seriously, because they consistently put up duds like this, and now they're on a 4-game losing streak. They seriously got to figure this out and hope that Trevor Lawrence is healthy. Otherwise, that division is bye-bye, and playoffs might be bye-bye too. Bucks. I'm not gonna lie, the Buccaneers look pretty impressive. The offense is starting to click now. The defense is now starting to lock people up. They could seriously be a sneaky tough out, and the division is most likely in their grasp. Baker is on fire right now, and the run game is humming nicely. And even though it wasn't a big yardage day, they just stuck with it. And it set up Baker to do what Baker does. And also, Mike Evans, can we get him fitted for his jacket, please? Get him fitted. Also noted, the defense is getting pressure and they're getting turnovers. Seriously, look out for the Bucks. Cardinals. Okay, real question. What are the Cardinals playing for? Why is Kyler still out there? I get the Cardinals play hard and they fight every week, but you got to start thinking about next season. Because what if Kyler gets hurt again? Yes, I know they gave Kyler the contract, but that's more of a reason to protect him. But what do I know? I'm just a guy in the room.
This is my torture chamber.
Bears. Okay, Justin Fields is sending Chicago a message, and it says, I'm sorry, Caleb, who? He played with heart today. I couldn't be more happy for him. Like I said, he belongs in this league. His talent is far too great to not be in this league. My whole thing is, what took them so long to figure this shit out? The defense is playing top notch right now, and the offense has looked pretty damn good the past few weeks. But now that I think about it, didn't this happen last year? You start off horrible, you look like ass, then everything clicks after Thanksgiving, but then at that point, the team is already kind of out of it. Why does it take this staff so long to figure it out? Now, I would hate for Justin Fields to start all over with a new coordinator, but at the same time, he needs someone that can utilize him properly. But I will say, Matt Eberflus can coach the hell out of a defense. I mean, clearly, ever since they got Montez Sweat, they have been one of the league's best defense. You're starting to notice the talent they have on defense. Like, it's starting to show. Now, hopefully they make the best decision for Justin Fields, because he can be pretty damn good in this league. Cowboys.
You blew it!
I mean, damn, y'all. Like, all I can do is shake my head. In reality, as a Steelers fan. But for real, Cowboys fans gotta be annoyed right now. They just can't get out of their own way. Like, the offense was just CeeDee Lamb in a prayer. Like, where was the rest of the offense? Like, Brandon Cooks caught that one touchdown, which was a hell of a grab, by the way. But he only had 2 catches all game. I mean, was it the play calling? Tony Pollard had 12 carries for 38 yards. They couldn't run the ball. There were some questionable calls, but the execution wasn't there either. They get a penalty at the wrong time. The O-line forgets to block. Dak has a turnover. And the defense just got gassed in the second half, especially the fourth quarter at the end. They just couldn't get the 2 enough. Now, the division's pretty much gone now, but the good thing is they pretty much got the 5th seed locked up. But I feel like this game was more of an opportunity to make a statement. Instead, they folded, and now they got egg on their face. And now you have a Detroit team coming to town ready to bite kneecaps. So, get ready. Dolphins.
Clock, 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 clock.
So you finally beat a good team, huh? You know what they're gonna say, right? It was the Cowboys. They always choke in games that they need to win. So in order to put all of that mess to bed and put all the doubters to rest and all the other shit, what you gotta do is you gotta pack up all your shit, you know, take all your talents and all your speedy motherfuckers, all that shit. Take all that stuff you did. So what you're gonna do is take all your shit and you're gonna go up to Baltimore, December/January. Go up to Baltimore and face a Baltimore Ravens team that did what they just did Christmas night. Yeah, have fun with that. Patriots. Okay, it is obvious that Mac Jones was way more toxic in the locker room than we knew. Bailey Zappi was lighting it up, and I don't mean that on the field. I mean, he did, but also in the locker room. The team just responds to him more. Could Zappi be the answer? It's possible. I mean, you could just see it. But now, this question looms larger. What are they going to do this offseason? I mean, as a team, as a whole. Broncos.
But why though?
What in the flying fuck was that? Like, the offense died again. And I'm gonna say this now. I don't think Russ is going to start on this offense next year. And if he does, he can't play like this. I feel like Sean is running this offense with one hand tied behind his back because of the Russ contract. You can just tell Russ doesn't fit in this offense that Sean is trying to run. It doesn't mesh. And now the defense is suffering because of it. Not to mention, can y'all stop fumbling the freaking ball? My goodness, 4 fumbles? You lost 2 of them. And then you wait until the fourth quarter to start having some glimpse of an offense, Russ. Like, what the hell? Like, you can just tell Russ just doesn't work here. It's obvious. Moving on. Raiders. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Antonio Pierce is your new coach, okay? Listen, they're 4-3 with him, okay? McDaniels was 3-5, okay? They're 4-3 with him. The defense has significantly improved, and you can just see the way they play, the attitude that they bring every week. They have been in every game for the most part. Last week, they put up a franchise record in points. This week, they beat the Super Bowl champions at Arrowhead. I mean, that's your new coach, for real. Now, I have been on the Aiden O'Connell train this entire year. This was not a good game for him. But that could be thanks to Kansas City's defense, which we'll get there in a second. I'm still going to say, see him out to the end of the year, but be very thankful that you have Zamir White. I mean, 145 yards. Raiders! Chiefs. Chiefs? The Chiefs. Y'all good? Okay, so surprisingly, this is the opposite of the Packers. If the Packers have a good offense and a shitty defense, then the Chiefs have a great defense, but a shitty offense. Borderline shitty offense. They have 6 losses this season, which is the most under Pat Mahomes, but even their wins don't look as good. Now, the defense is top 10, fringe top 5, but the offense just isn't working. It's sloppy, inconsistent, careless with the football. Like, you can tell they miss Eric Bieniemy a lot. He was pretty much the main one that was cleaning up these little issues, these little hiccups, these little misreads and all this other stuff. But to be fair, like, Mahomes kind of looks off too, but that could be just the simple fact of, like, he can't trust anybody besides Kelsey, and Kelsey's just getting banged up out there. He can only do but so much. But you know what? It could also be due to probably some of the worst tackle play I ever seen. Seriously, Kansas City's tackles are just getting demolished every week, and they're playing like straight ass. Now, part of that problem is that Kansas City drops back a shit ton. They don't run the ball enough. Run the damn ball, and maybe, just maybe, it will open up the rest of the offense. But then again, your receivers can't catch either, so maybe you just gotta, like, just ride the defense like you've been all year, and maybe I might get back to Super Bowl. But there's a team in Baltimore that might have something to say about that. Giants. Well, this game kind of showed that maybe DeVito isn't the future, but to be fair,
To be fair.
they also played the Eagles in Philly, so there's that. The Giants are in a real bind here, especially after that Daniel Jones contract. The defense is pretty solid, but where do they go on offense? Like, what are they going to do this offseason? Something to watch. Eagles. Nope, they still look off. I know Jalen threw for over 300 yards and he set the season record for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, but then the defense just doesn't look good. The Giants almost accidentally came all the way back. Now, the Eagles got the division pretty much locked up, but I don't know if they can make it back to the Super Bowl, which is the crazy thing. They have 11 wins with a Super Bowl hangover. No one's talking about it. No one's giving them credit for that. I will give them their flowers for that, but there are some major issues there, and I think they really miss Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon. I feel like they missed those coordinators a shit ton. But they really got to fix the defense, so I feel like that's kind of like the major thing there. But yeah, 11 wins with the Super Bowl hangover.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Ravens. Okay, I better see the Ravens #1 in everybody's power ranking, and I better see Lamar as an MVP favorite, like a front runner. Like, I need him to be like ahead by a good margin. Like, seriously, like MVP by far. The box score is not going to show it. It's not. You got to watch the tape. What Lamar is doing is insane to me. Now, I will also say that defense in Baltimore, I mean, my God, they showed up and beat up the 49ers. A healthy 49ers team at that. Hell of a win by Baltimore. And as a Steelers fan,
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
49ers.
Take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. I'm sick.
Are you guys okay? All right, that was probably Brock's worst game of his career, for sure. And the defense was just completely gassed. Only 2 sacks on Lamar and 0 picks. Now, the 49ers are still a great team, but that was an ass whooping. And let me just say this. I don't want to hear that Brock Purdy is trash, all right? I don't, okay? #1, Sam Darnold came in the game. He threw a pick too, okay? And #2, and more importantly, that is a very good defense in Baltimore. If not one of the best defenses in the league, it's probably the best defense in the league. So let's pump the brakes on all that talk that Brock Purdy is trash, okay? Half of you would take him as your quarterback right now, okay? Shut up. The good news is the #1 seed is still in play, but they got to win out, and the Rams are coming to town. They got to buckle up. And that is your Week 16 breakdown. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. Now let's turn up for New Year's. Yes, indeedy. But make sure you guys smile today. Make sure you laugh today. Make sure you give somebody a hug today. If you need to cry, cry today. Positivity wins. Always. Stay grounded. Always. But let's do this. Let's get up out of here. WLYR 93.0 is the station. That's what's up. Samurai Panda Sports is the show. Don't get cut. I am your host, Lyricist the Kid, signing off. And we're out.